Morning all, it's Ian here at the Sports Card Side Hustle, coming to you with another win from Auction Sniper. One reason I'm doing that is I've had several people ask me, well, is that just a one-off or do you get that lucky all the time? No, you don't get that lucky all the time, but worst case scenario is you lose, you don't win the auction, you don't get the card for the price you weren't willing to pay for it, right? So again, I'll show you what I do here. I want a Josh Allen Panini Absolute Kaboom 2021 and SGC 9.5. That is a good shot at a 10, right? I'd say 25 to 50% chance at a 10, being that SGC is known for strict grading. So I'm assuming I'm going to get a 9 here, right? Okay, I got a card. If I pay $40 for crossover grading, I could get a PSA 9. People prefer PSA. So let's go look at that. The 9s, the most recent 9, sold for $750. There was a low dip or a kind of an outlier at $641, but the rest are all over $700 since August 31st, with the high being $850, right? So when I look at last raw, $750, $699, $7. There was an outlier way back early summer of $510. But so knowing that with this 9s, I should be able to get up in the 600s or into the 700s. I put in a snipe. You can see my snipe here. I actually explained this wrong yesterday, but you can see my snipe of max bid of $555. Why do I do that? Actually, I go a little bit above the even price I'm willing to pay because I've had several situations where I tied. So if I'm willing to pay $500 or $550, I go like $5 higher because I've had several times where I had my max bid sell at $500 and it sold to someone else for $500 or the even bid. So I go just a few dollars above, basically right around where my max is, and that works out for me. So I got that for $555. Let's look at SGC 9.5s. They were selling $749, $810, $632 until I set up this snipe. Now, other factors here. When you set up a snipe, you don't have to be up in the middle of the night. You don't have to be for these auctions that end at the worst times. This is a Rick Probstein. They actually don't get higher values when I look at all the data. Because they're a consigner, they're just getting all the cards they can, listing them. They don't care if they end at an ideal time. They get their commission. They don't have to get exactly the perfect price. So they might end up with like 10% lower a lot of times. People think they're all into show billing. I really don't find that. And guess what? I'm not participating in the show bidding. I set my snipe at what I was willing to pay. And remember, a snipe gets you, a snipe puts basically wins it for the best price that you can. So in other words, my max bid was $555. It puts in a bid with 3 seconds left, just high enough for me to win. So whatever the max bid is that it needs to, it's not going to waste your money. It's not going to go through at $555. It's going to go through at the auction price needed to win it, right? So I've got a card, an SGC 9, that they were all had sold between $632 and $810. The raws had all sold since July between $700 or $699 and $750. PSA 9s were all above $641, and so even a PSA 8, I'd probably not really lose much if something goes terribly wrong there. But I'm going to cross this card over, and I'll tell you how that goes. So have a good day, everybody. That's another win from Auction Sniper. Wanted to show you how it works.